I'm very excited that we have a friend of mine, a local comic, coming to the stage, and he's very funny and he's very punny. And if we just forgot about him being a great comic, we would not forget the fact that he's a very, very good person. Everyone and everyone, Mr. David Hable.
Give it up for Marlena and Cornbread and the man from Sunkiller. Sounds like the name of a Western movie. So yes, I am David Hable. I grew up in Knoxville. I did live, I'm thinking Lena again. I did live in East Knoxville over on Fern Street for a year. So I got real spoiled for food and just everything, and I missed it. So it's really nice to be able to perform out here for y'all. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. Let's see. About me, I'm Southern, I'm queer, and I'm a comedian. So my pronouns are he/ha. I love banquet pizza because it says microwave high 1 minute. I can do that. Oh, thank you. Obviously, I struggle with romance, but at least I'm not an archaeologist. I could never date something I dug out of the ground. Oh, yeah, okay. We're going to get into something risky here. I think Eminem would be the perfect spokesperson for vaccines. All he has to do is get on stage and say, look, if you only had 2 shots. All right, not a lot of Lose Yourself fans here, but that's okay. That's okay, that's a hit or miss. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I'm aware I look like Millennial Duck Dynasty. Aw. I got some applause on that. Yay! There's some people who don't own dogs because they shed everywhere. Typically after people date me, they don't go for men who are quite as hairy. They usually go for bald men. And it's kind of the same mentality. They're tired of the shedding. That's true. Oh man. I have anxiety, and I joined this Facebook group for folks with claustrophobia, but I had to leave because they changed it from open to closed. All right, let's talk about anatomy. I'm not going to use any dirty words. I don't know if anyone else names their body parts, but I went ahead and named my nipples. The one on the left is my mom just shook her head. It's like, don't talk about that. I'm like, okay. The one on the left is kind of perky, so that's called the cat's nip. The one on the right is smaller and jealous, so that's called Napoleon. We got some fans of historical France here. That is good. That is good for my set. Do we have any Star Wars fans here? All right. I'm going to pretend I heard yes. So there's all these animals that are Jedi in Star Wars. What I'd really love to see is a moose Jedi. You might think that's absurd, but personally, I don't think that's a moose too far. Alright. We need more Star Wars nerds here. Alright, Facebook Live, if you hear me, bring your Star Wars friends. Bring my Star Wars friends. Bring my friends. Recently, this is great for a farmer's market, actually. Recently, I found out that buying fruit can get you street cred. Because I bought this piece of fruit, and suddenly I knew how to rap. Gucci mango. All right, we got some Gucci Mane fans here. That's good. That's good. People struggle to understand me, but that's just the vitamin B complex I take every morning. In ancient Turkey, there was this town called Kadılyok. I'm guessing that's where laughing cow cheese gets its name from. All right. I'm so tired of being judged by other planets. I didn't drop out of college just to be graded by a planet. That's a Mercury retrograde joke, but I forgot about like half of it. Sorry. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see. Any Marvel fans in here? Yeah. All right. We got some. Yes. All right. Tom Hiddleston and Taylor Swift were dating, but she broke up with him because she wanted something casual and he couldn't keep things low-key. All right. There's some laughter there. I'm down with it. Let's see. Well, my mom's in the audience here, and so's my aunt. So I guess I'm about to tell on myself. When I was growing up, I used to go over to friends' houses and play Grand Theft Auto. Now that I'm a little older, I just stay at my own house and play Grand Theft Auto Immune Disorder. That's right, y'all. I do struggle with chronic illness. So if I was a superhero, my hero name would be Ginger Ales. I know that's very silly, but you got warned. Oh man. For a while there, for a hot minute, I didn't have a car, and I lived down the street from a Goodwill. So I just thought, well, I'll just carry whatever I get home. And so they were selling this kitchen cabinet, I guess. I mean, it kind of looked like it got pulled off the wall somewhere. And I thought, well, that would be a great nightstand. So I started carrying it from the Goodwill. And it was like weather like this. So I'm walking down 3rd Street Greenway, and there's people running by just kind of like staring at me like, did he just rob somebody and take their cabinet on the Greenway? It's like, no. But I did find a new great form of exercise, cross-town fit. Oh, thank you. I love reality TV, and I'm really excited for the day when technology catches up with like my quirky interests. I'd really like to see resurrected Russian royalty on a dance show, Dancing with the Czars. All right, that got some approval there. Great. Let's talk about cats. I had this cat who would knock things over, and this one day I was laying down, and it knocked over a bottle of sriracha on my head, and it made me really sick. Cat sriracha fever. I know that's fair. But I keep apologizing for my jokes. I gotta stop that, man. Oh, gosh. Well, I'll get some water. All right, these dark clouds, if you can just chill there and hold on for a little longer, we can work something out. I love exotic food, and I eat my feelings, so I get these cravings sometimes. I've really been craving Indian food lately, especially curry. Some people might think, maybe now's the time to try something else, but personally for me, it's non-negotiable. All right. Not a lot of non-bread lovers, but that's okay. I guess I'll just give a non-apology. I love eating Pop-Tart s'mores in the summer because if you accidentally leave them in your car and they melt, they just become better s'mores. I heard it. Aww. My last name is Habel, and I don't speak Spanish, so I guess you could say, "Mi no Habel Espanol." Let's see. This is so. All right. We got any literature fans here? Anyone like to get lit with a good book? I always wondered why Edgar Allan Poe never had any children, but recently I figured it out. Hashtag impotent. Hashtag never born. No, that's pretty silly, man. People say you are what you eat, and that's why I shop in the damaged produce section. Maybe not the joke to make in front of my mom, but there's worse ones I could pick, and I still got time. I love you, Mom. I love myself, too. It's okay. This isn't a reflection of my mental health. Just artistic license. Wow, I'm not telling that one. Okay, let's talk about a preacher. I was friends with this preacher, and he went to the shooting range, and he followed all the rules, but he still got kicked out because he wouldn't stop saying pew pew. Yeah. If places where brews are brewed are called breweries, then why aren't places where cannabis is canned called canaries? I know, it's going to the birds. I have trouble waking up, so I always put on my favorite radio show, especially when I'm having trouble getting out of bed. Sway in the morning. That's a very niche joke, but I tried. I have studied some of the metaphysical arts, so I like to think I can tell when there's magic users around. I call that fadar. Oh man. People tell me I look like an almond brother, but I think I look more like a pecan. Well, I'm queer, so even if I had some mental health trouble, you'd never find me in a straitjacket. I know that's a little dark. I knew this dog who would sing like the most romantic songs. Oh, thank you. I should have brought a rock. Thank you. I knew this dog who would sing super romantic songs. His name was Joe Cocker Spaniel. Growing up, I was friends with this dog who would run around in the nude, and he could speak English too. So he'd always be saying, "Look, Ma, no pants." All right. Not a lot of fans of dogs not sweating here. That's okay. I think that they missed a prime opportunity with the booster shots, especially given the access to education in some parts of the country. Booster and booze sound so similar that if they really wanted someone who didn't want the shot to get it, they could have just told them there was vodka in it. All right. I'm going to grab some more of my notes. Oh, I got new material here. Let's get into the new material. Yes. I know some of y'all are music fans, so I don't know who knows Shania Twain here. Probably Cornbread. Yeah, there's this song she has called This Kiss. Well, the parody I wrote is called That Cat. It's this little kitty. It's a little cactus. It's a litter box motion. It's a kitty cat kiss. It's a broken ornament. It's kitty possible. That cat, impossible. That cat. That's all over the place, man. We got fans 3 doors down here. All right. I'm gonna try to do this song about the chemical in turkeys that puts people to sleep. It's a parody of the 3 doors down song called Kryptonite. But this song is called Tryptophan. If I get sleepy, will you still call me Turkey Man? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? I really don't mind what happens between now and then. As long as we have leftovers in the end, Tryptophan, yeah! All right. Thank you. Have you ever had to use the bathroom after losing a fist fight? Talk about black-eyed peas. Did you think I said fergalicious? I said I need stitches. Why did we do this with no protection? Where is the glove, the glove, the glove? And there's nothing lovely or lady about my lumps. More like laid out.
We will figure something out, I guarantee it. Thank you.
So, there was these frogs at the park I walked in last night. And, most of the frogs were like, but these frogs were like, and I was thinking, these frogs sound like they need a cell phone. I miss the days when frogs just sounded like frogs. Like, I'm taking a bit of a leap of faith here, but I hope you're getting a kick out of it. Let's see. If this is appropriate for this. Do you think that thunderstorms ever cause flash mobs? Let's talk about Southern naming culture. So I've noticed in the South there's a lot of women named Reagan. So it's making me hope that in 15 to 20 years we have a lot of girls named either Barack or Obama. All right. Big companies, they don't really trust Americans. And they'll do whatever to get us to buy something more expensive. So like, I like to go to barbecues, and they've even gone there. Now they got ketchup cube and mayo cube and mustard cube. But I'm a comedian, so I need right on cue. Oh, thank you. That was some approval. Okay. Well, they say that in music, mono comes from one speaker, hence monologue. But it does make me wonder, when it comes to public speakers, if there's more than one, does it become stereologue? I know that's very silly. What did the tattoo artist say to the author? Nice ink. Words are really strange. We call it kayaking, but there aren't any yaks involved. Don't get me started on buffalo wings. Kayak. That's like somebody decided to call it a buffalo cycle instead of a bicycle. While we're in this lovely green space, just keep in mind if you have complaints, park your attitude elsewhere. Like, we don't go to basketball courts to form a public court of opinion. That's supposed to be comedy, but it sounds more like avant-garde poetry. A Garth Brooks song sung by Yoko Ono could be called avant-garde. People ask me how long I've been growing my hair, and I always say the same thing. Do you know how long it's been since I... Whoa, did I do that? Okay. Hey, Ghost. Not during my set. People always ask me how... Uh-oh. Okay. People always ask me, when are you going to get to the punchline? People always ask me how long I've been growing my hair, and I always say the same thing. Do you know how long it's been since I lost my sense of time? I don't either. Oh, that is a little like jokeception now. It took me a minute to get there. Let's see. I didn't know this till recently, but I went to the Smoky Mountains, and I was able to talk to some bears, and I found out that the bears in the Smokies have their own special little churches. I found out that there's even Catholic churches for bears. So, all of them, however they talk when they leave, they're all talking like this. So they go to the church and baritones. Yeah. Let's see. My comedy style is best described as if the guy from A Beautiful Mind started doing stand-up. I know that half the people laughing don't exist, but I'm trying to ignore that. Oh, I think I have enough mental health problems to tell that joke. People say I look like Jesus, but I don't really see it. I mean, walking on the water, someone would be lucky enough to give me a walk across the room, thanks to my mobility issues. So I think I'm a little less like Jesus and a little bit more like Cain and Abel. I think my GPS is selectively Canadian. It keeps pronouncing UT as oot. it's just a little ounce of the ordinary to me. I was driving earlier and I saw a sign for a business called the Attention Deficit Center. And I thought to myself, that's funny. I also have ADHD. And then I crashed. Well, that's not a joke I'm telling in front of my mom. Not the one I just told, the one I didn't tell. Let's talk. Okay, is this dripping? Is this raining?
Yeah, it's probably everywhere.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. Okay, what should I do? Okay. Well, it's raining right now, and we want to protect everybody's systems. So thank you all for coming out and watching Colony and music and just being such a lovely group of people in the first place. So give it up for me, I guess. And Marlena.
Yeah, give it
And
up for
Marjorie.
David.
And give it up for yourself. Thank you so much. If you like clean colonies, family-friendly colony in a sober space, I run a bi-weekly mic at the Hummingbird Apothecary in North Knoxville. Our next open mic will be tomorrow, July 11th at 7 p.m. So anyone, any age, is welcome to perform. And because it's clean, you can not only bring your kids, but you can bring your parents too. So thank you all so much.
Yeah.